So first up, we have our goal setting or our goal planner template. This template provides a structured framework for setting and tracking your goals. And it does have quite a few pages, and I try to organize the pages step by step so whoever uses this template can go through this and kind of create their vision, evaluate their life areas, set their goals, create an action plan, etc. And I'm just going to walk you through this really quick so you actually know exactly how this works. So if you get any questions or if you want to modify this, you can actually do that. So let's start with kind of the colors, the themes. So I try to make it colorful, playful, kind of fun. As you can see with the colors, I have a toggle right here with the instructions. Don't worry about this too much yet. We will go over this in the selling module. But this is the toggle option right here for your instructions. I added some quotes, again in different colors, just to keep that rainbow theme kind of consistent here in the quote call-out boxes. I do have a calendar right here. It has two views, one table format where you can see all your tasks, and then a calendar format, just to give a better overview of the month and the days, etc. And this calendar and database right here is actually a view, so it's linked to the database in the action plan page as well. So just so you know, this correlates to the action plan. So whatever task the person who uses this template creates in the action plan will show up in the calendar on their dashboard as well. Then we have a don't forget little fun little to-do list right here, image, and a life statement box. And then down here we have our monthly goals. And again, this is just a linked view of this monthly goal page right here. Let's go through the pages really quick. So we have our vision board. So this is just a gallery view. As you can see, we have a collage right here. So I'm just going to open one to show you. So I just added this image to this page right here in the content area. So I'm going to show you how the settings are set up. So when you go to layout gallery, you do have the option to choose the card preview as page cover, page content, or none. And since I put this in the content area, as I mentioned, I did put the preview on page content, but you could also add a cover to those pages and then choose page cover. I didn't even give these a title or nothing because only the image shows, so it's not, you don't really have to do that. So that is the vision board. Then next up, it's being really slow. Next up, we have our goals. So this is kind of the main section of the goal setting template, obviously. I do have it. This is just a database page. You can see the icon is a little bit smaller than it is on normal pages. You can see I have different views right here. This is just all of my goals. Then this is organized in a board view by goal status. So not started, in progress, complete, on hold. Then we have also a view that's sorted by life areas. And then here are completed goals. So I did use the filter option right here and set it to status complete. So this will only show goals that have the status set to complete right here. So you can just play around with these filters and create more views or delete some of these views that are not relevant to you. And if you wanted to add a new goal, you would just click new, add the cover. I do have a template right here, so your buyer can just click new goal and it will populate this page for you. So I just put like some basic why I want this and next steps in there, no database or anything. And you can edit that if you'd like, just click these three dots, hit edit, and then you can change this template right here. And as far as properties, I kept it pretty basic. I just did a status one, so just these right here, and then categories. So these are just the live categories. You can add more, delete these, whatever you want to do. But I figured I would just keep it pretty simple since the goals don't really need too many different properties. So that is our goals page. Next up, we have our action plan. So this is where you create tasks to actually achieve those goals. So I did add the table of content right here. So if your buyer goes into this, they can just click the different goals. Say they want to work on weekly date night goal, so it would bring them to the section right here by just clicking it. And I will go over the database really quick. So I do have this table view and then also a calendar, just like I do in the dashboard. But your customer would just add different tasks to this. So let's say walk the dogs. Oops. And then they can pick out the related goal right here. Click it, and then it would add this task to this goal. And this is called a relation. So if you have a property, you can see it's a relation. So since I connected the goal database that I just showed you to this, that's how you can pick and choose from those goals. So that's how that works. Then they can set a due date, add some notes. I did set this due date for 2024, just so this is more relevant and it doesn't look super old if you set it for today or for 2022 or whatever. So this just stays relevant longer if you set those due dates into the future a little bit. So that is the general task overview. And then down here, I created linked views of this database right here. And then I just filtered it by related goals. So this is the workout twice a week goal. So I set the filter to the related goal has to contain workout twice a week. I only want to see those tasks, and then they can set this up and just see all their tasks for their specific goals in one place. So that is how that works. So you can set up more goals or just keep this as an example. And I did put tasks organized by goal, just so they know what this is. So that is the action plan. And then next up we have our monthly goals. So this is pretty basic since this is not a daily or weekly planner or anything. I just added this section so they can plan out their months. It has different categories, goals they can set for those categories, and then it has a weekly agenda so they can kind of plan their weeks and add any tasks they would like here. I didn't add any databases or anything. I kept this pretty simple just to give them this monthly option as well. And then finally we have our notes section. So this is also super basic. They can just brain dump anything they have in here. So I call this note inbox. And I did add this template button right here. So whenever they want to add a new note, they just click this, and then this has a pre-populated bulleted list. So I put general action items that they can add to the action steps database, so they can just jot down their thoughts really quick, and then it's set up to automatically add today's date. So that is how that works, and whenever they're done or they don't need it anymore, they can drag this into the archives page, and then it will no longer show up in the inbox section. So that is the notes page. And yeah, that concludes this goal setting template.